Yo, 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 my fellow Minecraft addicts. Welcome back to another Minecraft video. Today, I'm going to be going over my history on the Nawf Side Realm, because it's almost been 2 years, which is kind of crazy that the realm's been going up. Started on, I believe, April 10th, 2019. So yeah, and I joined only a couple days after that, and kind of want to fill in the gaps, because I started the Let's Play on the YouTube channel pretty late into it. It's like pretty much 2 years. So I want to fill in those gaps for you. And yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed the video. And without further ado, let's just get started. I joined the realm on April 17th, 2019, about a week after Bustin' Rydog started the realm. And when I joined, there wasn't much here. What was here, there was Tico Taco One's house, which is around where the tunnel is now to the arena. Bustin's house was still there, which is still here today. There was OP Algebra's house, which is a little bit over on that side of the mountain. So there was nothing really in the area, and I was like, you know what? I was going to build my house right here. My house that was originally built is still here, just buried. Dark Futures Hope. So I got my flag right there from it. Oh, what in the world? Oh, I'm doing a tour. Yeah, that's right. So, yep, that actually, believe it or not, was back. That was before we all Silk Touch. I was showing off that I got stone. I forgot how. Wait, was that before Silk Touch? I don't know. We used to have an armor stand here, just kind of stuff. So this is oh, I'll say this is where the first beacon was, and I was the one who did the waiver fight. Got a bunch of people to join in. We actually did the waiver fight before we did the dragon, and we did it down in the strip mine, all the way down there. So cool stuff. So yeah, I used to have villagers in here. So first day, got villagers from using the golden apple method. I grinded on that day. And then I also had one right here. I had it like in a boat. That guy lived a lot longer. Then pretty sure Village and Pillage update came out, and I named the villager Led Zeppelin. Led Zeppelin did not last a day when Village and Pillage came out, because we had no idea what was happening. Raiders came, they killed all my villagers in here, and I was pretty upset. Other than that, wasn't too much. Cow farm used to be there. This was the access to my stable, which I kept all my horses. That goes over my sugarcane farm. Let's hopefully not fall into it. Ooh. Yep. I had all my horses, donkeys, skeleton horses, all that right there. So it was a pretty good base. I still technically is mine. Also, automatic chicken farm. I used to have that, but all the chickens were killed. I won't go in the redstone and all that. Yeah. Used to have a skeleton called Jack Queek in here, but then I captured, after he was killed, I captured a phantom, and I called him Dream Demon, and he's still in there. So cool stuff. Farms pretty much built the same day. Always built farms. And I actually used to threaten back in the day when people used to steal my sugarcane. I was like, I'll throw a channeling trident. They didn't know what channeling was back in the day. So I was like, I'll strike you down with lightning and all that stuff. And I scare them off one lightning storm by actually summoning lightning. And they were all freaked out thinking I was hacking. Funny stuff. And then this right here, this was actually kept secret. People didn't know that I had this extra part. So I used to throw an item into there. The hopper would pick it up, and then the iron door that used to be here would open up. So it was a pretty good way, unless people were just randomly farming and then, a door opened up behind a painting. Which I was surprised they didn't look for the painting and be like, oh, yeah. So this was my first secret base, even though it became really my main base after I showed it off to everyone. So I had a semi-auto potion brewer in here. I'll basically have I still have everywhere. Ooh. So I had all the ingredients lined up. I would click the button, boom, and still works. Sweet. And then I would also have water right there and chests that would fill up all the mine carts with water bottles. I don't even know if the mine carts are still back there. I don't see them moving around. Yeah. Also used to have a map of spawn. I have moved it, and it's actually still an older map of spawn, which is pretty cool. Before it was all slabbed off. Looks like someone frostwalked. Let me fix that. There we go. So yeah, tree farm. This wasn't always like this. Used to have that slab, just like regular stoned off. But I was like, I want to make it a little more impressive. So I put a semi-looking tree farm. Also used to grow mushrooms down there. Storage room. Now I really like this storage room. It's really small and really simple, but I've always really liked it. And honestly, I used to bury stuff all around in the floor here. And we'll see if there's still stuff here. Oh, yep. Anything in there? Okay, couple totems. Okay. So yeah, those will still be there. I'm not going to take them. Then also, hopefully this will actually work. But behind this, you can somewhat see it in the corner. I didn't really show too many people this. You push that. Okay, it didn't work. I'll give it a couple more tries. Didn't used to never work on first try. Voice crack. Maybe. Nope. Alright, one more try. And we just bust it down. Nope. Okay, well. This was a piston door that took me down to another storage room that I had. And it's just a smaller one that was more compact. So yeah, little extra things like that. Pretty cool. That used to be a double piston extender that was activated by a minecart in the corner. But sadly, it looks like that's not working anymore. So yeah, I mean, here I had, this is where they ended the auto chicken farm. It would shoot down the eggs on an automatic timer. I would like the game. They also do a one-tick pulse, lava. None of that works anymore. Used to have auto smelters. We'll set my auto smelter there. Musical floor on the hallway. Like doop doop doop. Really crappy attempt at it. And this was an enchanting room, which I never really finished. And this takes you down to the tree farm and also access to some of the redstone for the potion brewer. So yeah, that was kind of my first base. I mean, I didn't really do too much here, but I spent, I think, a good part, like half a year here. And then eventually I decided to move out and go to Monument Point. But before that, around the time, like about maybe 2.5 weeks after Village and Pillage update came out, I decided to build a raid farm. So let's go check that out now. I decided that I wanted to get rich on the world. So what I did was I looked up the best raid farm that I could find on YouTube. And lo and behold, I built the second design, I believe, that Silent Whisper came up with. And it's still somewhat functional today, surprisingly, even though I never upgraded it going after any of his upgrade videos. And only problem is that the water tubes do not work. What does work is if you do have a bad omen effect, all the mobs there, except for maybe 1 or 2 Ravengers, which might spawn on the bottom. And the Trident Killer, if you put the Tridents in and put the other stuff in, works fine. So, oh! Ah! Alright, yeah. Sweet. I forgot to mention that before Village and Pillage about, I want to say, maybe 5 days into the realm, I felt like building a base that was kind of flying in the air. And my original thing I was going to do on this world was build a bunch of these just sort of around the world and connect them through like slime block launchers where you just be jumped in between them. But I kind of scrapped it and just built the one. I was actually here when I learned that Led Zeppelin the Villager that I talked about earlier was dead. So just a little bit of a flying base here that I'm pretty sure I inspired it because I saw it in a dream that I had, and it was kind of weird. I was like, well, that's kind of cool. Now I'm going to go build it. One of the small times that I've dreamed about Minecraft. And yeah, I just got a little armor stand. Got a little thing right here. It's kind of like a wooden hot air balloon is the best way that I can kind of describe it. And it's got like lanterns hanging at different lengths. So yeah, really not much to it, but I feel like it's worthy of note to build. Because it kind of like set up what I kind of wanted to do in the world. Just build random cool things. So yeah, I got that. All of them at like different lengths. Got the bed right here. Really cool view of spawn. And I come here if I just want to fly anywhere. Just like, okay, I want to save rockets. Go up here. Go off from one of the ends. And just jump off. So yeah. Alright. Let's move on to the next area. And now we're at another small scale build of mine. Monument Point. This is around the same time, like I said. It's kind of like, I feel like early days on the realm. This is probably was built about halfway through the first year, I would say. Yeah. Still kind of building on a smaller scale, which I don't know, I felt was kind of classy. And I was building like something small. I wasn't really good at building outside, like non-underground builds. So here I did. I was like, you know, I'm going to build a cottage. And pretty much this is it. This is it. I thought it was pretty clever putting mushroom blocks in there at the time. Used to have a dragon head right there, pickaxe, but things have been looted as they typically are in this world. So yeah, I've got, is that a black parrot? What? Oh no, it's a green parrot in out of light area. I was about to say, like, I've never seen one of those before. So yeah, pretty much that's about it for the actual building of Monument Point. Was pretty proud of the chimney at the time. Using this, it's kind of like, ooh yeah. And then originally I was gonna build my skyscraper above the monument. The Jester when we first came here, we actually like completely drained it out. So that area, if you watched the Doomsday stream back in January, We actually started off Doomsday in there, prepping, and we're getting ready like to defend it as a fort. But yeah, it's gonna kind of build like that, not out of cobblestone. And yeah, but I do have one other thing at Monument Point which I haven't really shown off, but it looks like people have seen it. Judging by the doors actually burst down. I got this little area that I kind of have a little villager trading hall. I got mending right here. Got an old ancient map of spawn. And I forgot to mention at spawn, if you watch the realm tour video, I showed it off, but I built the original town hall there. So yeah, pretty much this is Monument Point, and we got a bunch more stuff to go to, so let's move on. Around the same time that the Jester and I were working on Monument Point, we also began the country club. So pretty much nothing much was going to do here. We were originally considering doing some things like, okay, we would do like weekly wither fights. Be like, okay, we provide the resources, you just got to join in if you pay the fee to join the country club. And then also we had a golf course in the back that we were working on. So I'm going to do a quick go through this area. Nothing much to it. I am starting to work back on this again. So if you watch my most recent stream on Twitch, I was working on the bathroom a little bit, filled in some windows. So yeah, pretty interesting. Like, I mean, I definitely like the look of the project. I love the building. And okay, right now it's a little zombie infested, but here's a little the outline of what the golf course was going to be. So that was the Jester's job, working on the golf course. I was supposed to work on the structure, and we both were a little lazy on both of it. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the Ace Country Club. So this has to be probably one of my favorite builds I've ever made in Minecraft, and that, of course, would be the Enderlock HQ. So this was before Monument Point, but I held everyone's ender chests hostage, and I decided that if they didn't give me a diamond, yeah, it was a diamond, that they would not get their ender chest back. And I think this might have made one or two of the original members quit the world. So, fun times. Alright, well, jokes aside, the Ace Enterprises skyscraper. I built this after the Jester and I stopped playing as much as we were playing, and I was like, you know, I'm going to do a solo project a little bit after Monument Point and the, what do you call, country club. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to design this. So I went on creative. I've always wanted to build a skyscraper in Minecraft, so I was like, how am I going to do it? And I tried out many things, and I did different designs, and this is the one that really stuck with me. And I actually built it way taller in this version, like in survival, than I did it on the creative test world. So this is where I used to have a little library, which I moved to the casino. We got boardroom here, little office that I've given to the Jester, because Jester's involves my company, which is Ace Enterprises, which Ace Enterprises overlooks Darkazon for a little business thing, and Darkazon kind of does all the other stuff. And then also I'm just going to look quickly down. Realm Tour, there's the Darkazon building that I built after I built the raid farm. So I wanted to sell some of the stuff I was selling. Got little CEO room, which I think I could have done better at the time. And then I also got a penthouse on top. So yeah, I'll fly to the penthouse. Actually, no, it's all good. But yeah, pretty much that's Ace Enterprises. Let's move on. So after I built the Ace Enterprises skyscraper, which we're actually in the penthouse now, I said I wouldn't build it, but you know, I lied. We're in it. I decided to build my main base, but for now, I'm going to keep that still a secret, so maybe keep on watching the channel and I might show that off in the future. It's definitely, I'm also very proud of that. I don't know if it's as cool looking as a skyscraper, but it's very practical and it's a very me, I should say. So I'm going to show off one more thing in the market while I'm here. Ooh, losing frames. And spectacular flying skills. I'm looking at down the burnt down bread shop. So I decided to build an exact replica, except for the giant D on top, and also the inside, of B00100 and Generic B's 2014 cake shop from the Minecraft server. I was a huge fan of that show and their shows on YouTube back in the day, and I was like, you know what, I really wanted to do this. So I built it, and I've actually made a lot of diamonds from selling cake here. I also did some free sample things, which were kind of funny. I put cakes all over people's houses. So yeah, fun stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much that one. So let's move on to some of the bigger projects. This is kind of goes after a skyscraper. Pretty much just kept on going bigger in scale from there. So after the cake shop and my regular new base, which I've still been at since, was built, I kind of took a hiatus from Minecraft and decided to play other games like Fallout 76 or things like that. And it really took the COVID-19 pandemic to get me back into Minecraft. So around, I want to say a week into the pandemic, I decided I want to do the biggest project and most intricate project I've ever done. And what that was the courthouse. So at the time, that's exactly what it was. And I wanted to do it in under a week, and I did it in exactly 7 days. And that includes my design on creative. And I'm super proud of how this turned out. Got really cool mix of granite. Like, I used to never use granite. This is kind of the build that I started using it. Got mix between stone brick stairs and cobblestone stairs. It's brick. You got over cobblestone up there. You got the portal that's massive as the entrance. Then you got the red never brick and the bone block on the floor with the quartz, diorite inside. It really looks grand and regal. And my biggest trouble for this was trying to design the interior. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to have the exterior as the inside and kind of just deal with it like that. And then maybe in the future, I might do some crazy like Michelangelo clay art on the roof, which is not exactly my forte, but also was a huge pain designing a dome that actually looked like a dome. So yeah, if you want to see a little bit more of this, like more better shots of this, go check out the Realm Tour video, which I've already mentioned in the video. And yeah, time to move on to the next build. So one day I woke up and I was like, you know what this realm needs? This realm needs a giant Mayan temple. So I decided just to start building it. And then I kind of grew on that idea. And I was thinking, I think I should build like a whole just ancient civilization in the jungle. And I haven't done any of that. That's just a regular generated structure that spawns in the jungle. But I think in the future, I kind of want to expand on this. I named it Mythica. Originally I called it Ithaca, but that was in Greece, which didn't make sense because South America and Greece are two different sides of the world. I haven't done anything on the inside either. But check out my streams in the future on Twitch. I might be doing stuff here later on. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with just by using cobblestone, a little bit of smooth stone, a little bit of stone brick. I was able to make a really cool looking structure. I normally don't only do a one block palette, and I'm kind of surprised at how it turned out. So yeah, let's just move on to the next thing. So after building the courthouse, I got the idea that I also wanted to build an arena, and I saw this arena design once again back in the day from watching BOO and Generic B on the Minecraft server. So I built my arena very heavily designed off of that, and I was very much inspired by it. And if you've seen it, you can definitely see it yourself. This is pretty much this whole upper chamber kind of area, at least the arch, kind of one by one replica. The roof is my own design. The bleachers are my own design. I would say their bleachers are probably better. But yeah, pits are a little bit different. This build took a lot longer than the courthouse. I started it maybe a month after I built the courthouse. I was kind of just messing around, playing on the game, and I didn't really do anything. And then I was like, you know, I'm gonna start another big project. Started digging out the hole, just digging the hole. That took 2 weeks of non-consistent play. And then after there was dug out, I started like placing down the blocks and seeing how I was gonna make it fit. And then I realized I gotta dig more, dug more. Then I got that. Stopped because I had to go to college, and then I restarted in like late October. I finished it all up on mobile, and yeah, this is the final result that it kind of looked to, and I'm extremely happy with how it turned out. We've had many fights here, and it always looks great watching these fights. So yeah, I also got all the heads, good stuff. Yeah, so once again, I think I'll pretty much covered this build. I guess let's move on. So this is where we are today. We are working on the casino project, and this has been going on since early November, I believe. It's kind of when I got Minecraft and Nintendo Switch. I just like, you know, as soon as I got that, I was like, no longer have to just play on mobile. So I decided building, and I like did a little bit of designing, and I just naturally just came to the idea because I always wanted to build a casino. I started building a casino, and it's definitely the biggest thing I've ever built, and I still haven't finished it. Like, there's so much still to do. I got crazy amount of floors. I got the main floor to do. I don't even have the floor on the main floor done. I just started doing this last week on a stream. I'll probably be continuing it this week. I still gotta fill in the lights. I still gotta do every single one of these floors, and I gotta do the penthouse. Like, there's a lot to do in this place, and I don't even have the roof done. The roof is what I want to do last, so I don't have to worry about mobs spawning on every single floor after I build it. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the casino right now. Just a giant, massive, lots of cobblestone. Oh my gosh, there was like so many streams where I was just mining cobblestone just to get all the stuff. So I started this. This was like kind of the first build that really wanted me. I was like, I'm building this giant thing. This is the build that made me want to start doing YouTube and start streaming, like legitimate. I've always kind of wanted to do it, but this is the one that actually made me do it because I was like, I'm spending so much time on this, might as well actually record it and have people try and enjoy it. So yeah, in that spirit, I hope you enjoyed the little history for all my builds that I've done on the world. Not really inclusive all like the different things I've done with other people. We've done tons of other little micro things, which I might do like in a more complete history thing in the future maybe. But yeah, so hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe and all that other YouTube garbage if you're interested. And if you want to check out more videos, we got more in the future. So yeah, I'll just say that pretty much covers it all. So peace.